The day is finally here, our first episode on TAE, talk about everything. There's been some challenges here and there trying to put up the show, but we are grateful to God that the day is finally here. My name is Sarah Wanjiko. You're welcome guys to the show. And today I'm joined with a very good friend of mine, Lona. Ukwaje?
Niko poa kabisa.
Friday yako inaendelea aje?
Kidogo hii Friday sina plans after this, lakini unajua ni maisha tu.
Unaniangusha bwana. Kwa nafikiria after this tunaenda
Bado unaweza nunulia nyama choma kama unataka. Siwezi kataa.
Haina shida, hata Valentina ako hapa hivi, camera lady. So utatupeleka nje ama aje?
We can all go celebrate life.
Okay.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome. Feel relaxed, feel at home. Tuchape kazi. Let's get started. So guys, our topic of today is nothing new. It's been an issue and it has been discussed by very many people, experts out there, but we just want to get in kidogo too. We discuss kidogo so that we educate ourselves as well as try and educate you as well. I'm Angelona. So today our topic is the controversy behind contraceptives. So Lona, there's been this controversy about the different methods of contraceptives. I don't know if you have ever found yourself in that situation where you don't know which contraceptive will work for you, or maybe your friends out there. I don't know if you have ever faced that kind of challenge.
Okay. For me, contraceptives are okay. I think the issue is the myth surrounding them and the shame, because generally until recently as women we weren't even encouraged to speak about our sexual lives. We weren't encouraged to speak about not wanting to have kids, wanting to wait for a certain time. So the fact that now we are adopting it is the reason why there is so much surrounding contraceptives. On a personal level, I've never had a problem with it. My parents, they are very, how will I say, they're very up to date. So like my mom, personally I have like a personal experience with contraceptives because I had irregular periods. We'll get to that. So I have a very open-minded mom. So we didn't allow the myth to cloud us. What we did, we went to a doctor because it's always the best option. The best option is to get professional advice, to get that expert advice, not to listen to the noise out here. So I was able to dig through the whole issue surrounding it. So on a personal level, it has never been an issue.
I've liked what you have said because this is a problem. The part where you have said your mom is welcoming to the idea of contraceptive, because out here ukiambia mom bebe si unipeleke gynecologist nipate hizi vitu asema kwa unafanya nini? That
ni wanaume
like kazi ni wanaume nini hizi mchezo, but sasa wazazi wanafaa understand we are in an era where hizi vitu zinafanyika ama
and we have to talk about it.
Because kitambo venye umesema that myth about not talking about sexual relations, it's living with us. So I think yes. So when I was doing my research last night, but then nimechoka research hizi vitu
umesoma kusoma,
yani nimekuwa educated on this. There are different, actually sikuwa najua like ziko categorized. There are different categories ya hizi contraceptives.
Educate us.
So ya kwanza nakumbuka yenye nilisoma, kuna hii inaitwa hormonal based contraceptives. I think this kutaja hormone hapo venye tusoma biology
uko
some years back.
Nakumbuka
hiyo ni chopi wetu back.
So I try.
So tuseme ina interfere na it's something to do with our hormones. So example of hormonal based contraception ni kitu kama zinaitwaje, pills, birth control pills. Hapo under hizo birth control pills kuna two mini pills. Sasa sijui mini pills ni mini like ni tudogo or something. Your point. Okay, madaktari mtatueleza, but I think something like that. Kuna patches. Have you heard of patches?
Not really.
So there's this patches. It's also in this hormonal based. Inawekwa kwa mkono.
Inawekwa like inside ama inawekwa aje? What do you mean by a patch? Is it?
It's unaonanga kama venye tukiumia kuna hii zinaitwa when you have a cut, sijui kanaitwa aje. Aka tunawekanga kama elastoplast, but sasa ni ka patch iko na like a square shape. Inaekwa hapa kwa mkono. So what I don't know ni kama inadungiliwa something because recently I saw a video on TikTok on a baby akona diabetes, very sad by the way. So akitolewa nikaa kitu insatiwa with a needle. So I don't know if it works the same for patches, contraceptive patches. That is something that the professionals
will have to advise
us. But I saw it inaweka kwa mkono ama hapa kwa tumbo, I think in the near the uterus or something. Yeah, kitu kama hiyo. Those are some of the examples ya hormonal. Na pia kuna injections. I'm sure those people wanajua.
Injections is inajulikana hiyo. Si ni ile ya 3 months unaweka unadungwa something every 3 months or something like that.
I think injections umesema ina weekly, sijui kama ni weekly, monthly, I
think ina depend na ina depend na kenye daktari atakwambia. Kuna beshte yangu yeye anaekangwa injections ya 3 months. So every 3 months anaenda na ekwa tena. It's actually quite efficient.
Kitu moja
na even better than pills. Unajua pills ni kukula kila siku.
Unafaa kuwa disciplined.
And then uende chape kazi huko nje unajikuta 9 months.
Unajikuta na Johnny Lona ama nani?
But that's single story.
So those are just the few examples za hormonal based contraceptives. Haya, pia kuna hii category inaitwa barrier contraceptives. Hizo tunazijua. So examples ni internal condoms for both men and women. Actually, unaona condoms like zinaingia ndani. Okay, si ni internal. Kwa nini?
Unaweka na ndani. Lakini sasa for men, how does for men work internal condoms?
Okay, I'm thinking what they mean by internal condoms ni the fact that zitatumika so zingie ndani. So I'm not sure if I'm saying it's correct. But I think hizo condoms for men and women. Ushaona a female condom?
Yeah, nimewahi. It's big.
It's so big.
Really big and very lubricated. Kuna maji. Tulionyesha actually kwa shule.
Nimeona mahali, sijui kama ni kweli. Umesema maji.
Yeah.
Because kuna za latex, kuna zile ziko oil based, and then sasa hizo umesema water.
Sijui kama ni water based. Like by maji I don't mean like literal water. I'm just saying it was very lubricated. It was wet.
Ndio vitu ziende sawa sawa.
You don't want to hurt the woman in the middle of it. Hizi vitu tunajua.
Muhimu sana.
Hizi vitu tunajua.
Kabisa. Aya, so umesikia? Hizo ndio the examples of barrier contraceptives. Alafu pia kuna hizi diaphragms. Sijui kama umesikia kitu kama diaphragms. Pia kuna cervical caps, zinakaa tukofia tudogo, tu round vizuri. Okay, tunakaa tukofia tu tiny. So hizo zinatumika aje, but they are part of the barrier. So by the name barrier, I think they prevent hizo sperms
kupita,
ndio maana inaitwa
a literal barrier. And then hormones like pumping hormones in our bodies now.
I'm thinking something like that. Yes. Next kuna long acting reversible contraceptives. So isn't it like the IUDs and implants? Umesikia about the IUDs?
I've heard about IUDs. I did a whole it was this period before I went to say Pahosika like I did. It was a whole research, like unakuwa obsessed. I read about IUDs, specifically Mirena from the videos I had in YouTube and some of the things I read, I think inapampingi estrogen, and it's really, really good. Okay, the process ya kuwekwa is painful. From the videos I read, they said it's excruciatingly painful. And I think it's because it's literally been passed through the cervix, so we can all imagine. And then induced contractions. Simnajonga, when you open up the cervix, contractions are induced. So that one was painful, but it's for 5 years. So you put it for 5 years, and then prevent pregnancy by releasing estrogen, and also reduce the uterine wall. So you know, uterine wall is where when an egg fertilizes, that's where it attaches. Yeah. So reducing it, thin, I don't know how to, the English term, to make something thin, the uterine wall. So some of the effects, side effects, I remember reading about reduce mambo ya periods, reduce mambo ya easy cramps. So if people with this disease, endometriosis, I think, that disease, when I'm in a lot of pain and very heavy bleeding. So for them, most of the prescription from the doctor inakwanga Mirena coils because inasaidianga with the pain and everything. So reducing the menstrual flow. You see, like, you're protecting yourself from pregnancy, but you're also helping yourselves in other ways. You get? So if you have like extremely heavy bleeding, if you have extreme cramps, sometimes, by the way, it's not part of our topic, but let me just say it. sometimes you're not supposed to ignore these things. If you go to a doctor and you tell them you have cramps to the point where it interfere with your normal living, ina consider yangu like a disease. Yeah, because as much as cramps is quite normal, it's just contractions, haifai interfere with your normal lives. And people should not be ignoring such things. And uangaliwe, you never know, you might even have cysts, ovarian cyst na ujui.
Yeah, nimejua
juzi. So Mirena coil inasaidianga with such diseases as much as prevent nini mambo ya pregnancy. And then you also read about the copper coil, but I don't know much about it. I think copper coil literally releases copper ions inside the vagina, the uterine, in the uterus area. But I don't know, like seen a deep information about it, so you'll have to do like your own research and go to a doctor and everything. But I know a bit about IUDs.
Unaona kama implants, they have like a span of time. Kuna ile 3 years, 1 year. Does it work the same for IUDs?
Yeah. For Mirani, it's 5 years. For copper, I think it's 10 years. I don't know the other types of IUDs, but each has its own time. And then sometimes kuna kwanga na some accidents. Kuna yenye inaweza. So not it's in a place, it's a letter T.
I saw in
like a T. So inaekango huko juu imesimama like a T, but unajua kuna accidents, I don't know the causes of these things, but inaweza slant, inaweza go in the wrong direction. So it's very important you keep up. Kama umeambiwa you come after every this number of months ama this number of years, keep up with the schedule, uende uangalie to make sure everything is fine down there. And unfortunately, although it's very 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 rare, ukikuwa na these IUDs inaweza lead to ectopic pregnancy. Ectopic pregnancy is where instead of a fertilized egg ko attached to the uterine wall, inakuwa attached to the oviduct. It's excruciatingly painful and it can lead to death. Unajua kitu inamea kwa oviduct, if kumea hapo inaweza burst. So but it's very rare, it's a 0.0 something%. So that's why it's really important, even when you are under these kind of forms of treatment, una keep up with your appointments za hosi, just to make sure everything is fine down there, and to make sure you don't expire, like the expiry date. Hizi vitu zenye unaweza sema 1 month haidhuru mtu. Kama umeambiwa ni 5 years, ni 5 years.
Ukarudi kwa daktari.
Uende kwa daktari tena.
Actually, wanasemanga it's one of the safest, the most effective, according to the professionals. Wanasemanga it's the most effective type of contraceptive. So implants, are you aware uko na some knowledge implants? So implants, I think, just from the word implants, they implant something. They implant something. That's implants for you.
It has like a duration.
Yeah, pia iko na duration, kuna 1 year, kuna 3 years, depending on how you feel you're comfortable. Yes. Another category ni long acting reversible contraceptive. Hiyo nimesema, I beg your pardon. Ni long lasting non reversible sterilization. So hizo it's available, permanent. Ile yenye there's no changes, hakuna kurudi nyuma, ukiamua umeamua. So it's available for both men and women. So for men, I think umesikia ilikuwa an issue in Kenya back in the years, inaitwa vasectomy.
Hiyo tumesikia.
Wanaume walijaribu kuambiwa, they were holding some interviews like utakubali kufanyiwa vasectomy. Mwingine anakataa kabisa.
Nasema itaniharibia kazi.
Itaribia kazi nini. But I think those are just myths.
Ni
because it's better kufanya hivyo if you are sure, maybe
you already have 4 kids.
Now you are not planning on another one. Vasectomy is very nice.
See, kuna these rumors, like kuna hormonal pills for males zinatengenezwa. I don't know if they're not in the market yet, but zinakuwa zinatengenezwa. And people are like, mimi siwezi chukua. And I'm like, kwani unadhani mtoto utengenezwa na wanawake peke yake? Mbona ukose kuchukua?
It takes 2 people, man, woman.
If it's kama imeauthoriziwa na government na this medical whatever. Si kuna kwanga before any medicine gets into the market, inapitianga through a whole chain of bodies.
Ensure iko safe
for consumption and everything. Kama imekuwa authorized, mbona ukatae kuchukua? You get. And then the fact that wanasema crazy chukua jia side effects, na sisi already we take them with the side effects, it's just selfish. There's no way around it.
So ukiona okay, it's something you can embrace. It's not hard. Ama wanaogopanga the process. I'm thinking maybe it's painful kama for the IUDs.
Mimi wenye nimeongelesha, most of them wanakuanga side effects.
Side
effects and I'm like, kwani si hatupiti side effects?
Wanaume mchangamke hiyo part. Aya, ingine ni tubal ligation. So I'm thinking hiyo ni for female. Sikujua about much, so I'm thinking it's the other. If I'm wrong, please correct us. Our dear doctors or professionals. So wanasema these are highly effective. Of course,
it's permanent.
Hiyo ni permanent kabisa. Ukiamua, venye tunasema umeamua. So kuna ingine lona nili research inaitwa natural forms of birth control. Hizo unazijua wase. Ya kwanza
kama kuna kitu ineffective ni hizo.
Ineffective ama effective?
Ineffective. Si effective. Is ineffective even an English word?
Ineffective ni yenye hai work, but effective ni ina work.
Ni kwangu hazi working. Okay, they're not 100% sure.
Okay, yes.
Kama hiyo ya count the days. We all know that one.
Yeah,
you count the days you're most fertile. Then that day is safe day. There is no going there. No, safe days mean the days you can go there.
Yeah.
And then the days when you have big fertility ni unahepa hiyo.
Unaenda ukisikia kuna mtoto kwa unakimbia.
Sema niko na job, I'm busy. So I mean, you can miscalculate, and then you know the human body inakuanga very, sometimes it's quite irregular. Like unaweza pata hivi hapana, those ones yes, I mean men pulling out.
Yeah, kuna hiyo inaitwa withdrawal.
Are you going to bargain your life on someone pulling out? No offense, like okay, maybe kuna wenye they are good at their game, but
kuna my experts.
Will you bargain your future, your life, your decisions on someone pulling out? You get?
Yeah, kweli.
Mimi hizo hapana.
Though kuna ingine inaweza work, abstinence works perfectly.
101%. Hiyo kwanza, that one is even saving you from a host of things, si pregnancy peke yake.
Kweli. Package yourself when you left. Ama aje naona kabisa. Kabisa. Aya, kuna ingine inaitwa kuna ingine inaitwa rhythm method. I think rhythm method ni monitor, yani umesema, so the professional word, monitoring your menstrual cycle. Ukiona kuna safe days unakimbia kwa nani, ukiona hakuna safe days, fertility inaitwa ovulation ama ovulation unakimbia sana, unatoroka hiyo maneno, unajifungia hadi na padlocks 10 kama unafaa usitoke kwa hiyo nyumba. Haya, next ni emergency contraception. Hiyo ni morning after pill.
Yeah.
Hebu niambie, how do you think about this?
Okay, morning after pill, I think it's effective. I'm not sitakuwa na experience. It's effective, and then it's taken after you've done the deed. Sindio?
Ile yenye things will happen manze.
Unachukua ndio usikue pregnant. Okay, I don't know the biology behind it, but from some videos nimesikiza, basically I don't, okay, if you're already pregnant, morning after pill won't help you. First of all, kama the whatever fertilized egg isha attach hapo itabidi tu you go through the whole 9 months. So enough it prevents, I think, fertilization after you've already done the deed, but I'm not really sure about these things. You have to do research about it.
Jana when I was researching about it, as much as you're taking the morning after pill, but it won't work if you're already pregnant. That is one issue. But if you're lucky, you can use the morning after pill and then rush to your doctor. You put inserted na your IUD. It works. Ndio ifanyange the other process.
In short, Kenya tunasema, like, it's not, like, it's effective, yes, but it's not really, you shouldn't depend on it. And then you're not supposed to be taking it frequently because morning after pill is hormones. You're pumping hormones into your body. You're not supposed to be doing it every time. If you kama huwezi achana nayo, and kama nyinyi you guys, you don't use condoms or anything, it's better you look for a more permanent solution. Like you look for something that is efficient. You get? Not unashinda kumeza mapituzi. Usishinde, usikwe like that type of girl.
Yes, so hizo ndio the types of the methods of contraceptives. And then venye tulianza tukisema venye people are wanaogopa kutumia because they don't know,
they don't have information.
Yeah, information. So yes, of course, you're not saying that they have their own side effects. Yes, that
they
is
do.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, do you know one of them? Because najua one of them, and I've experienced someone, like nimeona mtu akiface hiyo kitu na nikaogopa personally.
I think kuna mambo ya gain fat, kuna gaining fat, kuna acne, unapata pimples. pimples, mambo ya moodiness.
Yeah,
Pia
moodiness,
ina affect
yeah,
mambo ya emotions za mtu. Yeah, which others?
Kuna ingine nilisikia cramping. So
Serious?
if I can just start your story kidogo. So this girl after taking sitamtaja jina due some privacy issues. So acha tumuite nani? Muite Mary, si ndio? So Mary alikuwa ashachukua hiyo nini, si ndio?
P2.
Yeah, actually hiyo P2 the previous day. So the following day akaona mimi wacha ni rush town nichukue vitu moja mbili afu mimi nirudi wapi? Nirudi home. So akiwa shopping center wacha nini zikakuja wageni wetu wakakuja. You know,
were they expected ama ni
I don't know, ndio kitu sijaijua. I think ilikuja, I think she was expecting. So when ikakuja very painful cramps. You know, she passed out. Alipass out, aliletwa
uchungu.
And I wonder kwani kitu kwani na multiply. You know cramps, of course they are very painful. So you can imagine to that extent mtu a pass out, you can imagine the level of pain mtu alikuwa amepitia. Aliletwa home akiwa amezimia cause hiyo uchungu. Ndiko umepata hiyo nini?
Mimi my body ili agree na dawa zangu kabisa. But then I didn't get any side effects like at all. My moods didn't change. I have not gained any weight. Sijakuwa no pimples. Like me. And then you see the way you're given pills and they're supposed to regulate it certain dates. Okay, let me give you my experience. So I take Dronis the 21, which is 24 tablets, then you get a 4-day break to bring the 28 cycle, the day cycle. And then first of all, let me give you the reason why I took them. So I've always had irregular periods. By irregular, I mean they used to come even twice per month. Like sometimes used to have only 10 days as a break.
Like a nightmare.
10 days, nimeanza, ninakaka, another 10 days, they are then, I'm like, what the hell? Wato nilo hadi unaanza kujiuliza kwani ni damu mingi niko nayo tu inataka tu ishinde kitoka. It was bad. I used to cry. It reached to a level and then nili unajambia the first year ita regulate amia, the second year ita regulate, the third year ita regulate. Nikafika the fourth, the fifth na nikasema no, this is too much. So it was so bad. And then I was in high school. You can imagine the kind of phobia ya kuongelelea such an issue in high school. Nile you can't even mention it to teacher. High school is to public unaenda kuambia mwalimu nini. So ninajinyamazia hapo and then people, you can't even tell people in class because in high schoolers they're all teenagers. You don't even know what they're going to say out there. What they'll paint you with. So it was really bad for me. And then when I finished high school, I told my mom. That's why I'm saying she's quite open-minded.
Yeah.
And then we went to hospital tukaenda kwa guy na I was done a whole like tests sorted. They wanted to make sure kuna like underlying issues. I don't have hormonal issues. Luckily I was very okay. So nilifanywa even the ultrasound. Nilifanywa zote all the tests. I was very okay. And then now nikaekwa under the Dronis. The Dronis 20. It's a tablets, 24 tablets each month. So you take them for 24 days at the same time. Okay, they have a 2-hour. Nitasema 2-hour what? Like you can
duration.
Yeah, see duration. Like you can take them. If I take them at 8, which at 9:30, it doesn't really have a big effect. You get ka 2 hours allowance. So you take them every day for 24 days, and then you have a 4-day break. So the 4-day break is when you're supposed to not until from the first 4-day break. After 3 days, you have a 4-day break. For 3 days, you don't have any periods, but not the 4th days nakuja. And they come for 3 days. But no, see 4-day break. The 5th day you're supposed to take the pill. After 3 days your periods come. So for 3 days when you start taking your pill, you have menses. You get. And then you take them for another 24 days. So for me, like they were spot on. Like they did the work exactly how they're supposed to do.
Perfect.
But my periods are so regularized. Like it is so very regularized. You get. Nearly nakwanga 24 days. You get, it's like very regular. Yangu ni ile ya madaktari ile. And then I didn't get any side effects, no headaches, no mood swings that I'm crying over nothing. There is no pain, the cramps. Because I mind quite change kila kitu. I don't even get cramps anymore. Menstrual cramps, I don't get cramps. My periods are extremely light. Like sometimes I even say I don't even need pads, to be honest. I can use panty liners and I'll be fine. Like
regulate kwa poa.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So you know, just that's when nasemanga the side effects are there, but you'll never know unless you really try one. And then there are very many options out there. So you can go to a doctor, uangaliwe nini. Now the only issue is like these pills, to the average person they can be expensive. You get because it's in a ranging hapo kwa 800 per packet for every month ni 800. Unaona that is
ni kazi.
Hiyo ni mzigo kwa watu wengine. You get, so there are some who can, so ina depend to you just go out there to the market upate yenye the price range ni yako, upate yenye ita agree na mwili yako. Everybody is different. Kuna mwenye amekunywa this same medicine naongelelea hapa na yeye yake ilikuwa a hell like a terrible experience. So ina depend tu na mtu. Yeah, but for me it was very fine. It was actually it was perfect. It was what was missing in life.
So mmesikia, msiogope ya side effects haziwezi kosa hapa na pale, but we keep moving on. So Lorna, another thing we are nearing the end of the show. How do you choose the right contraceptive?
Yeah, so for choosing, Mimi, I'm very particular about making sure you have professional guidance. Do not go do deep dive in Google. Google is amazing, but usisahau si kila kitu on Google imekuwa authorized, si kitu imekuwa evaluated as true. Kuna a lot of false things that go around the internet. So the best option is when you are na daktari. And then also the second one is the reason why are you taking them. Contraceptives are not used for pregnancy alone, to prevent pregnancy alone. For me, it wasn't pregnancy. At that time I didn't ask what I do your story, maybe personally like a holy joke. So maybe it was for irregular periods. So it depends with the reason. Why are you taking them? Are you taking them because of menopause? Are you taking them because of irregular periods? Are you taking them because of painful periods? Excessive bleeding, very heavy bleeding. Kuna people, I remember those girls in school, she used to bleed for almost 2 weeks. She had issues. So you see, that one we are not fucking hospital in bio. So why are you taking them? And the best way to figure out the best drug for the reason you're taking them is, once again, go for professional help, go to a doctor. Ndio atasema kinasema. And then the third thing ni mfuko yako. What can you afford? Can you afford to put an IUD? I don't know how much IUDs cost, but can you afford to go through that whole procedure? Do you have insurance? My pills are covered by insurance, by the way, like they are fine. So as we have insurance that they cover for everything. They cover for everything. So my pills are covered under insurance. That's why I can bear the 800 per month. You get. So can your insurance cover it? Ina depend tu na mfuko yako, like how you mfuko. And then lastly ni the side effects. You can start a method and the side effects equate too much to bear. Like hiyo mambo ya headaches nini unaanza kupata chronic headaches nini. So ina depend na side effects, and it's not wrong kuanza kitu ikate na mwili yako and then you go and change. It's very okay, it's very normal actually. You're supposed to do it. So those are my 4 reasons. Do you have any more?
So another point, and I think it's very important watu wajue ni the medical history, because sometimes you may take drugs and you have an underlying issues that may affect you. So again, we keep insisting professional help. Also, we're just here to relay the information
and to tell you that it's fine to actually look for these things. See shida, like watu waache kuogopa, like myths zita exist hadi tukufe, utakufa uzae wakufe bado myths zitakuwa. But the best thing ni upate guidance guidance from people who actually know what they're talking about, not just the internet, not just your mamas on the market, not your friends, your two girlfriends, your boyfriends. No, professional guidance is always the key.
I think another thing watu wanafaa wajue that as much as contraceptives we consume them to prevent pregnancies nini, what you did not know, they have other advantages, other benefits mingi sana. Kama you umesema, actually Lorna alizitaja, but just to mention them ndio uzijue
kwa list.
So one of them ni excessive heavy period are best managed with hormonal IUDs. Hizi tumeongelea tu hapa. So another thing ni inasaidia pia kwa ovarian cyst. I think hiyo ni kitu maybe watu wengi hawajui. It's a growth kwa ovaries. So wewe ukisikia you are not good hapa chini, kimbia hosi ukaangaliwe ndio confirm kila kitu iko sawa. Ingine ni hiyo acne, cramping, inasaidia zote. They are managed pia by your patches surprisingly. Now combination of pills, alafu pia it reduces the risk of ovarian and endometrial cancers. Because cancer ni kitu ingine imesumbua a lot of people, not only here in Kenya but worldwide, si ndio?
Cancer is a big issue. It's a very big issue.
So I think hapo ndio tunakafungia. We have discussed a lot. We are sorry for taking so much time. But let me take this opportunity to thank you. This is our first episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us and for staying with us. And you can continue supporting us by subscribing to our channel. And keep endeleeni na sisi with this journey. Continue going, musonge na sisi and support us as we proceed, tukiendelea
as you also grow. We are growing as well
as you grow. So thank you so much. Kuna any closing remarks?
Yes, to please share this content with everyone out there. And these are our opinions. We are in no way medical professions. In absolutely no way medical professions. So these are our opinions. We just want to send a message of, as a woman, as a man, looking for options that will give you better control of your lives. Because no offense, okay, sex is part of life. Unasi ati tutaacha juu kamdoi kanaweza tokea anywhere. But having that option ya inaweza prevent juu sasa siko ready, mtoto ni gharama. Juu sasa siko ready. Unaona, it's the best way to go. So we are just preaching this thing ya acheni shame around contraceptives. Contraceptives are fine. They are very okay. There is a reason why doctors make medicines. They are not stupid. They don't sit down and say la tunasikia kutengeneza hii itakuja kutonia. No. They make it for our benefit. So before you do anything, always make sure the information you have is correct, it's right. So go to medical professions, talk to them. Yeah.
So till next time, it's a goodbye from us. Goodbye. Bye.